What's going on, people? Not for the radio. Chams, do the honours, do the intro.
We have Sneakbo in the building.
Big up, come on.
Ledge. What's happening, man? Welcome to the show.
Oh, I love, man.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
People been requesting it. You got the new thing coming out very soon, Brixton, March 2nd.
Yeah. Gonna be mad.
The difference this time is you're signed.
Yeah.
Let's start with that, man. What happened, man? Why did you decide to go with the majors at this time in your career?
Basically, with the Brixton that I'm dropping, the Brixton album that I'm going to drop, that's not with a label.
Okay.
I got signed to Virgin for 2 single deals. And I dropped one already, 2 cool. I got one more pending, but yeah, they were taking long, so I just moved forward with the Brixton thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? How comes all of a sudden you made that move? How did it come about?
Basically, I've just been independent from the start of my career. I've never actually felt like, I've seen my peers, like people I grew up with rapping. I've seen them go with labels and I've seen the progress that they've had with the label. So I thought, I ain't got nothing to lose. Let me just take this chance. 2 singles and then boom, we'll see what happens from here.
Okay.
And that's what made me go for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm painting the picture. I'm telling you, I would never thought I would ever seen the day where I saw Sneakbo on NFTR.
Yeah.
When I first met you, you was like one of the most quiet people I've ever met in life.
Yeah.
And obviously I hadn't seen you in person for like a few years.
Yeah.
And he was just extremely conversational. I was like, what the fuck? And on top of that, you're in NFTR and you're drinking white wine. Is that how you live it?
I changed. New year, I'm a different guy, man.
Tell us about the growth of that, because a lot of street rappers, when they come in the game, not a lot, because some people do love to talk.
Yeah.
But obviously I've seen a few people that don't talk a lot beforehand and now have grown into themselves a bit more in front of other people. What was that process like for you? Was that something that you worked on yourself consciously, or is it something that just happened?
I think it just happened, because basically when I started rapping, it's like I didn't blow up overnight, but I just kind of got big overnight doing, I'm getting into interviews now, and obviously I didn't plan on like being big or whatever. I just started the music thing with my brethren, innit? And then once I'm doing interviews now, it's like I don't even know what to talk about, because this music thing weren't my plan. So when they're asking me about future plans, this, that, boom, boom, I didn't have a clue what to say. But now it's like, this is my job. But over the years, I've realised that, this is my job, and I've just got used to it. It's just something
I kind of noticed that, because you kind of see the fluidity. When you was first doing interviews, it's like, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm doing an interview because it's part of the process.
We thought you were angry.
No.
Talking to you.
No. Back then, I just didn't know what I was doing. That's all it was, like.
Yeah.
See, I don't get that. I just feel like when people meet you in person, because obviously on your tracks you're really lively, sometimes aggressive in some ways. When you meet, you're actually you're really humble, quite quiet and almost shy. So it's quite surprising to kind of see you, and you're like, okay, is it that you don't want to communicate, or is it because you're actually a bit more reserved? But once you get to know you know that actually you're actually really cool.
Yeah. No, I'm a cool guy, man. Everyone thinks this Sneakbo, boom, boom, boom. But nah, man, I'm a cool guy.
I was going to say you was a cool cat, but then I guess that would lead us on to other questions.
Yeah, what is this cat story?
I like that.
Talk to me about this cat story, please, Chams.
So from what I heard, before you was even Sneakbo, when you was Sneaks, I'm living in Halsden, and a totally different area, different age group, and I'm hearing about this guy, Sneaks, who lives in South London, who turned into a cat in McDonald's. Yeah. Can you please elaborate about...
I heard he turned into a cat in a toilet or something.
Yeah, toilet in McDonald's. Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, with that one now, I must have linked one girl from like East London or something. Then we were just in my house talking. Then she just told me that she heard I turned into a cat or something, and that's the first time I heard it. And then after that, I thought she was just chatting bare shit, so raw. After that,
you're probably rolling your eyes like whatever.
After that, I started hearing it everywhere. Like I started seeing it everywhere. So I'm thinking, like, what is this? Boom. But it's a rumor where someone started saying how the Peckham boys or someone that I was beefing chased me into McDonald's. I ran into the toilet. When the Peckham boys ran into McDonald's, they just saw my boxers, my trainers, everything on the floor, and the cat ran out the toilet. But if that really did happen, you'll see footage, you'll see something, like there'll be proof, you feel me? That didn't happen.
But they're saying...
But that's what got me big, like, because everyone knew me for that. Like, before I was even rapping, everyone knew my name for different things in Brixton.
And that was one of the main things where your name was ringing. So your name was ringing because people thought you did Judge.
Yeah.
And that you turned into a cat. So they're like, this guy is the guy who turned into a cat. And that is wild.
Yeah, trust me. If I could turn into a cat, I wouldn't have got stabbed. I wouldn't have gone to jail.
Between him, there's two people, because it's you and Young Spray have had the Judge rumours, isn't it? Out of nowhere.
I didn't even plan to ask this, but as we're going back to those rumours, wasn't there a sex photo that leaked of you back in the day? Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Was that
but
you?
that weren't me. I
Nah, it
swear
was
to
you,
God.
cuz.
I promise you, I
So
remember
they
that
say.
photo.
Do you remember that photo?
Oh yeah, I remember.
didn't
I
even
swear,
remember
like
it.
you had like a puffer jacket on or something
On the
like
bed.
that.
And my woolly hat.
And a woolly hat
But it
and
weren't
a
me.
girl.
It fully weren't me, I promise you.
And it was just floating around.
And the girl was naked.
The girl was naked, yeah.
Yeah, that weren't me.
She
But
didn't know
the dude looks exactly like me. It's so
okay,
mad.
so it weren't you. You can dismiss those rumours.
Yeah.
That was time ago, though.
Yeah,
The
that was
white
a long
wine
time ago.
days must have started early, bro.
Mental.
Yeah, it's mad.
Another thing I remember, Drake.
Yeah.
So going to a Drake concert, I went to a Drake concert and he was shouting you out.
Yeah,
And it was a surprise to me as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
And you was working with Drake, was that right? Or he said you was working together anyway on stage?
Basically, we just linked up. We didn't ever do a track or get in the booth together, but we linked up like 2 nights in a row. Went to his shows at the O2, then to some after parties, and yeah, from there, that was really basically it.
But I'm sure that you guys had a conversation, right?
Yeah.
So what was how did the conversation go? Because I know your expectations must have been wild, but Drake's tweeted you. He's tweeted about you, rather, saying I'm in Amsterdam, I'm on a jet ski wave.
Yeah.
Shout out Sneaky.
Yeah.
Mad.
I was gassed. But you know what? I don't even think Drake wanted to make a song with me. I think he wanted to just be my brethren, like, raw. This is some gangster in London, boom, and he wants to be cool with me. That's what I honestly think it was. And just seeing like everyone he kind of links now, I've seen like he likes the gangsters or whoever he thinks is the gangster, and yeah, that's all I think it was.
Well, I kind of get that. I saw that he said he likes to watch like gang documentaries and stuff like that. So it makes sense that that kind of appeals to him. But obviously, that's all great what he likes.
Yeah.
But you as Sneakbo, you're there. Like you said, you're thinking, I don't even know how I got here. I went and made a song with my mates. People were paying attention to this. And now Drake shouted me out. Naturally, it's hard not to kind of have some expectations that, okay, this guy shouted me out. He's inviting me down to this concert. It's going down.
Yeah.
Man's bus straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
So talk us through your thought process there.
This is what I'm saying. It was all too... If it happened to me now, then I would have patterned something. But because I was too, like, young, I was like 18, 17 or something, and I didn't know what to do. I just left everything to my manager. The manager I had at that time anyway. I left it to him to do contact Drake, talk to Drake, and I don't think that's what he wanted. He wanted to be in contact with me, and from there we've just stopped speaking. So basically, yeah, just from there we stopped
Yeah, and
speaking.
at that time as well, you weren't very communicative.
Yeah, like
that was those times.
yeah, like now, if it was now, I know, therefore, I will pattern something would have happened. You'll be seeing mad things, but when it was then, I was just laid back like raw.
I think that happens quite a lot though, isn't it? Because obviously, you know, when you finally get a manager and you're thinking, well, this is their role. And sometimes I think that can lead to excommunication because he was probably thinking, what, my man don't even want to chat to me himself.
Yeah.
Could've worked both ways.
That's what it probably was, man.
Do you think? I think Drake. One of the reasons why Drake's so good is obviously like sing, rap.
Yeah.
He takes influences from different areas and he masters it. Do you get what I mean? Would you say that you influenced Drake's style at that time?
Therefore, because I was in jail. This is before he even shouted me out. I was in jail. Told my girlfriend, "Raw, get me this 2-pack CD and the new Drake CD that came out. Take Care." And then I'm just listening to it. Then I'm like, raw. There's certain songs where he's just rapping and I'm like, this is my life. Like, this is what I'm going through right now. Cool. Then I'm listening to more songs and I'm like, raw. I said that. Like, I've said this before in one of my bars. And then, but I didn't even think nothing of it. I'm just thinking, yeah, like, it's just similar. Then I'm listening to another song and then he's like, how you mean, thought you knew about the team. And I'm like, raw. That's when I clocked on that he knows me, he must know me, but I still didn't think nothing of it until he tweeted me. And I was like, oh shit, he really does know me. Like,
I do think it is important to say that I genuinely feel like Drake actually genuinely cares about English music though.
Yeah,
100%.
Because I don't feel like at his height in his career, it's anything he has to do for publicity. I know that there's a lot of...
Defo.
Sometimes, you know, like a lot of people, like the audience sometimes think, oh, because he's being so, like, showing so much love.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to say that I think it's genuine.
And to add to that, I think it's important to say that he has done a lot for the scene. I think he made an impact. He helped elevate the scene in the UK. 2016, 2017, 100%. You get me?
So tell us about, all right, cool. So you just mentioned about the thing about the Peckham Boys story about being chased in the McDonald's and stuff like that. Obviously, Peckham and Brixton has been one of those things that everyone in London would have known about. Yeah. And so it's quite a thing that everybody knows pretty much. But how did you transform from an individual that was possibly partaking in these activities into, like, now I don't see you as, like, you know, having any issues with Peckham, especially even like doing a song with Gigs. You've obviously stepped away from that completely. Like, how have you managed to go from that to here where you are now?
This is what I'm saying. I don't know how it's happened. I think it's just time and people growing up and, like, certain things, because no one phoned no one, like, there's squash beef or whatever or nothing like that. It's just happened. Like, and I honestly don't know how it's happened, but it's just happened over time.
I think it's really important, and it does show a lot of growth. And I think that kind of followed on from your track Older. And I think that you could tell when you was doing that track there was a lot of change of mindset. And I think that was a really important track. It probably doesn't get enough press, to be honest, because you were talking about the transition period and the fact that, you know, you're thinking, okay, I'm here, I'm being an artist, I'm making money, but the road is calling. And these are things that people are expecting of me over here, and I'm kind of half there, and that's where I'm comfortable being. You're saying, you know, Brixton is where I want to chill. Like, that's usually why people want to be a rapper or be someone of influence, is mainly to impress their peers first before the rest of the world. It's like, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to go out there, do shows and that, and I want to come back and to be a hood celebrity and to be that guy with my friends and for us to all to do this. And then kind of having the pull of, actually, do I really need to be doing that over there? So talk to us a bit about that and how that track came about.
That track came about, basically, I had some friends, like, that I grew, like, I raised these youths, like, boom. But obviously, because I've been doing this rapping thing, I've been out the area, like, I'm always in the area, but I've been out of the area, not doing the same things I used to do. They're seeing that. I don't know if they think I'm soft or something, like, but cool. I'm just doing my thing, trying to stay out of trouble, trying to be ledge, and I've got certain people just drawing me out, saying certain things about me, and I know what I'm capable of and what I can do, but I know where that can lead me to. The roads only lead me to, like, it will only lead you to death or jail, and I've seen that with most of my friends. Like, they only end up in two places. Even the oldest that are older than me, I can't name one of them, like, that are doing good, you feel me? Like, they're either in jail, dead, or having stress somewhere else, innit? So, raw. Just, that track came about because, they were just talking rubbish about me. I had little problems with them, and I just thought, raw, it's either I'm going to go do them or I'm going to chase my career and then just fly from there. And I dropped that track and I chose to fly. And now, a couple years later, them people are in jail. And I'm out here, like, you know, like that. So I therefore went down the right path, you know, like that. And it don't make you moist going down the right path. Like, it just, you know what you want for your future.
Obviously, you was like one of the, out of the new breed of people, you was one of the first people from like a street background of your age group to become like a big rapper nationally, if that makes any sense. Like out of the new wave. And when I say new wave, I mean like from like 09. Because I remember we was working together in like 010, maybe late 09. What was that kind of pressure like? Because obviously, number one, like as you said, you didn't know what you were getting into. It was all just actually happening for you. What was the pressure like from like maybe like your peers or the streets or like even like with other artists? Like what was that like for you? Because I know like for me, so just to explain the story, if like for me, if I just one day just become GRM Daily, I know now I have to talk to like 100 people who want to upload 100 videos or like da-da-da-da-da. So I need to balance out who I'm speaking to or who's doing this or who's doing that. So what was it like for you?
For me, like...
Did everyone want a feature?
Yeah, everyone wanted a feature, but it's not even that. For me, it was like, I just wanted to be in the hood because there's no one else out here that's famous or like that. No one around, there weren't no East London rapper, like I weren't seeing none of them. There was only basically gigs, and obviously gigs was like, they were trying to block him. They were trying to block him with what he's doing. So on my journey, I had to like, it was hard for me because I was coming from coming from the streets. Now I have to show them that I'm changing into this positive guy. And I had to try be as positive as I could be. But I feel like the new people nowadays, from like 015 to 016, no, not 016, like from 017, all these rappers, drill rappers, all of them coming out now, they're just allowed to be gangster, like, and go on radio. When I was doing it, I had to show them that, I'm not trying to go jail or I'm trying to be positive. And I don't know if that kind of messed me up or whatever, but yeah, I just feel like it was harder for me in that way where I had to I had to show people that I'm a positive guy now.
So just on that, I'm doing a music documentary at the moment, and one of the focuses is on the 696 form and the unfair spotlight that the police have put on like urban events, black music events and stuff like that. Do you think, being a rapper, that music is responsible for any part of the violence that's happening at the moment in youth culture across England?
No, I don't think the music is responsible for any of the violence, because I just don't think that, to be honest. There's no reason why. I just don't think that, because I know it can't make me get violent. So I don't know how other people feel, but music can't make me get violent.
All right.
When I realised that you was quite like, because you know what, you're almost approaching a decade in the game.
Yeah.
I know this because you started blowing up maybe like a year or a year and a half after I started,
Yeah.
As a platform, and I was in my office one day chilling with Notes, and Notes was like playing music, so he kind of played...
What Notes?
Notes, the singer Notes.
Oh, yeah.
The singer rapper Notes, aka Lyrical Younger, his old school name. But
what, you were chilling with him back then?
No, I was chilling with Notes. No, not then.
Oh.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Notes back then would have been 9.
Yeah.
I was chilling with Notes or 10. I was chilling with Notes in my office about six months ago, and he's playing me some songs, and I think he might have played me Nah before you was on it.
Yeah.
Well, did he have the hook before you was on it?
We probably... No, we made the hook together, so he probably just played you the whole song.
Yeah, he probably played me the whole song, and he was like, but this is after Aladdin, this is after Addison, whatever.
Yeah, we had it from time ago.
Yeah. And I'm from like the era where when we sit in a room and you ask people, who's your favorite rapper? Someone might say Gig, someone might say Wretch 32, someone might say Gets, someone might say Kano. the way Notes was talking about you, like you was them.
Yeah.
And then I realized how long we've been doing this for.
Yeah,
and he said he grew up on your music.
Yeah.
That, don't you think that's such a crazy concept that Sneakbo is like what these people I've just mentioned are to us, to them now?
Do you think you get enough credit for that though? I think that's a very good statement.
Therefore not. Like, none of the artists, obviously, big up Notes for saying that to Posty, but no one, like, bare man, I think, raw, you man kind of rap like me, or man's helped you in your career, and man don't ever say, raw, Sneakbo this, Sneakbo that, like.
Where do you get that style from then? Like, because... So
my rapping style?
Well, you mixed the dancehall kind of Afro beats, would you fair to say?
Yeah, like, where was you when
rapping.
you thought of the term dagga dagga da? Like, what was you doing?
What?
I was young. I grew up in Brixton. I'm Nigerian though, but all my friends and bare people like in Brixton is from Jamaica. So when I'm just around them and I'm young, I'm going to these raves I'm not meant to be in, and I'm seeing...
The ones that don't have no age limit.
like the DJs, you know when the DJs going mad on the mic, like them type of parties. So I'm learning, I just learned all of that, and it's just in me it was just in me to say it on the track, and yeah. Like,
so hold on, wait. Are you the... Sorry. Are you the father to this? I know. Do you know what? Because are you the father to this style at the moment that is dominant within this scene? Like,
no,
are you
the father?
Okay.
Therefore, I started it, man. I 100% started it, man. I know this.
Okay.
No one was about doing this. Everyone was... When I was jumping on them beats, it was some next type of beats. I don't even... Trust me. I know I started this from
because it was surprising, because you actually spent a lot of time in Nigeria. You got sent back to Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
We always have the ones that got sent home here, the real bad breeds on this show. So when it's true. Why is everyone getting shipped out? All the missing kids come back as rappers. It's like, there they are.
You know what's funny? When I got shipped out to Africa, I wasn't even rapping them times, but when I got shipped out to there, I was in boarding school, innit? And that's when gigs had like Talking the Hardest and that. And I used to spit them bars to the youths in my class and that, like it's my bars. And and I swear down, I felt the love. And they from there, I was like, no, I need my bars. I need my own bars. Not gigs' bars, I need my own bars.
How did
I respect that.
How did the conversation go with your parents though? Like when they say, look, we're shipping you out.
No.
It's not a conversation.
No. You know what?
You go on holiday.
Plane ticket.
Normally
just
the
come
African
back.
parents trick you, but mine one was a different situation. I actually wanted to go because it was just mad at that time in Brixton. So I wanted to go for a bit. And then, when I was out there now, it's like my mum just had me there for longer than I wanted. I wanted to go for like 3-4 months, but she had me there for like 9-10 months. And then Jaja Souls, he's from Brixton. He's like one of the oldest from Brixton. I must have like called him one day and I asked him, bro, if I could steal my passport from my grandma's room, can he send me money and pay for my flight? And I got the passport and he paid for my flight. And
I swear down.
Yeah,
what?
And I got back to England. He sent me money to Africa.
Mad. Shout out Judge. Make sure you check out that Jaja Souls
So if it wasn't for Jaja, you might have been there.
I would have still been an African you out there just doing my thing. Like.
So how old was you at this point?
Probably like 16, 17.
What does Jaja mean to Brixton then? If he's doing stuff like that for you, what does he mean to Brixton?
No, Jaja's an OG. Like Jaja's big homie. He was there. I come from like, I was raised in Summer Leighton, but I come from where I used to hang around is Angeltown, and that's where Jaja was. And yeah, he was there before me, and he done his thing with PDC 28s. So yeah, we were just the ones after him, and he was just looking out for us.
Yeah, but that's what we're looking for, like in terms of the looking out for people, because that's a big
like Jaja,
that's a big thing.
He, like I said, when I was saying I don't want to be like none of the olders and all of that, but Jaja's the only one that I could say is doing good, and he's giving back to like the community. Like he got a studio in Angeltown, lets all of us use it. I use it sometimes. M-Dog, S-Wavy, J-Boy. If it weren't for Jaj, I don't even think you'll know M-Dog, J-Boy, S-Wavy, because they don't they're not serious about music. They're not. S-Wavy's getting serious now, but if that studio weren't in Angel Town, they'll just be on the block, like posted. But because sometimes we're bored, we go into the studio, and then that's how Chap in the Bando and all them songs come about. Because of Judge, basically.
It's not no idiot studio as well.
No,
Studio.
proper. Other people use it, not just like Angel Town. Yeah, other people.
All right, just quickly on Brixton then, yeah? Obviously, legendary area. So much talent has come out of there. Like, politically, it's been important as well, historically, yeah? Why is there a divide there in Brixton? Or is there a divide? What? From the outside looking in, I'm not from Brixton, but it looks like there's a major divide in Brixton. Why is that? If there is an explanation, you might not even know the answer to that. But
to be honest, I feel like people from the area might think I'm just gassing or whatever, but everyone knows deep down, Angel Town caused this like problem because all these people, like the people that everyone thinks is like about this right now, yeah. I promise you, I've seen all of them grow up and they were all, I don't even want to say too much, but yeah, they weren't them guys in it. And now, Ravs, like a lot of people from this Angel Town Mansfield got life, they're in jail. Some just not on it no more because they've grown up out of it. Boom. There's just so much enemies now from the past, like from what's happened in the past. And that's what's caused everyone to just pick sides and be different teams. And yeah, Brixton was one when I was actually growing up. But what I've seen over the years, that's what's made it. Boom. Brixton Hill, Stockwell, Tulse Hill, you know, like that. But back in the days, it was all one.
So how did you get serious about music? So you go, you do a track, yeah? Or you're probably doing a track the same way you're saying that these lot just went in the studio because it was there. So you've gone in studio, you've made a track, obviously. You're trying to replicate that gig sound, that feeling that you got when you was being gigs. And then the track comes out, everyone's going mad. They're like, the cat has made a song. Yeah, it's going off. And then you're like, okay, well, people are expecting stuff from me.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Like, how do you move on from that? Because I know that a lot of people, your generation and after, are the people that kind of receive that pressure. What next?
What was I doing, man? I was just making songs, man. I wasn't really. That's what I'm saying. When I was like had my maddest buzz, I wasn't looking at it as a job or nothing. I was just rapping when I have to put it out. Back on the roads, like I didn't feel no music pressure because I was just doing my thing, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah. So I don't really know.
And how is that different? You know, like in terms of creatively? Because obviously when you're just doing music and you're throwing it out, it's like, this is 100% just, okay, this is just what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then you got management.
Yeah.
You got a bit more friendly. Your sound got a bit more friendly, I think I'd say.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then you just went back to doing your own thing. Because when you came in, you wasn't off the back of anyone. You were just doing Sneakbo.
Yeah.
And then you kind of did a little bit of a mix and blend. Then you was like back to Sneakbo. How did that come about?
Basically, I was just doing me. When my sound started being a little bit friendly, it's because, like I said, I watched them block gigs, stoppy shows, all of that, and I'm thinking, I don't want to be out here trapping and doing all of that. So if I have to do the wave or whatever type of sound, that's what I'm going to do to get out of the hood. And boom. When I realized, I've been doing this for years now, and now it's like the music I was doing back then is what is being accepted now. So it just made me think, like, I don't even need to change myself or do anything. I'll just do me and it will go off. Hopefully it will go off.
But you've always working with people. You've always been really open. Like, I've seen you go in the studio. So you even when I was managing, you came in the studio with my artist. And you just like, okay, cool. If the wave's there, you don't seem like one of those people who's like, oh, let's check through the catalogue and see what they've done first. You're like, I like this track. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna be about this. What kept you kind of grounded with that?
I'm not too sure, you know. With me, I just do what I have to do, to be honest. Like, I'm not too fussy with that. I just do what I have to do.
Let's talk about one of the biggest songs of last year, which was you and Giggs Active.
Yeah.
Mad thing. When I heard that, I thought I actually walked out to that song when I had to give my speech at this year's Rated Awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see them eye contact plugs.
Oh, you clocked that I did that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I need to be invited to that.
That's important.
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
because
yeah. We're gonna talk about that
That's
in a
like the
minute.
biggest moment of the year for you.
Yeah.
So for you, and you knowing all the music that's about and popping, that's a big.
Yeah.
a big statement. That's a big statement.
That was a big tune for me to walk out to. We're gonna talk about the invite thing in a minute because we just did that. We just did that with Margs.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just gonna reiterate. But
You don't invite
with the with the Sneakbo and Giggs track, Active, how did that come about?
Oh, I was just chilling one day. Boom. Giggs just hit me like. I've always wanted to do a track with Giggs. And he definitely knows that, but he's hit me now. I just ain't been onto him, innit? And then when I saw him do the song with Drake and that, I was like, nah, man. Definitely no more chance of like doing a song with Giggs, you feel me? He's gone clear now, boom. Then he's hit me one day, like, raw, I finally got the beat, boom, like, and this is for my project. He's basically telling me, this is your thing, innit? Like, so raw. 2 weeks later, we went to the booth, and then Giggs just, he did his bit, I did my bit, and then that's how it come about.
Someone actually told me that story the other day. I can't remember who, but it's so crazy how when you hear that song, straight away you know that this is a banger.
Yeah.
Especially with what Giggs did on it anyway, and then he just gave it to you.
Yeah.
That's
No,
crazy.
when we were doing it, he didn't even write none of the lyrics, nothing. Like, he just in there, boom, spat 2 bars, walked out, smoked a zoot, went back in, spat 2 bars. We were just sitting down talking about a Carla or something. Went back in there like, wait. Boom. He said the Carla bar, and that's how it just came about. I was there writing my bars like, shit, I need to go hard after I heard these words.
Yeah.
And mad.
And now it's not just about London.
Yeah.
We've had JK on.
Yeah.
Make sure you check that out, that interview out there. But who do you think would you say has put the most work in terms of rap, UK rap in London? North, east, south, west, or northwest? Who would you say has put the most work in?
I don't know,
Historically.
man. Everyone's putting work in their own way. Like, I don't really know. Like, I don't know, to be honest, man. Everyone's putting work, but
Your catalogue's really strong as well.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's what I'm saying. I'm one of them. But if it's like someone I follow and I'm a fan of and I listen to, it's like from the UK.
Yeah, from the UK.
Yeah, it's Giggs, innit? Like, I've seen from the start, like, just not from the start, but from I was young, what he's done in it, and boom. Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah, so speaking of the invites, don't want you to feel like I ducked that question. No, I was just saying to Margs, obviously, like, you know, when there's like 2 prolific rappers doing well at the same time, sometimes you have to pick a year when because you don't want just out of respect for whoever it is, you don't want someone to have a altercation at your event.
Yeah,
do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
You must understand that even before I explain.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because that's
100%.
That's what it's like. And obviously, even like it's so crazy that you're so young. I'm not gonna ask you what your age is on camera, but you're so young. But you've done 10 years, like close to 10 years in this.
Yeah.
That's and to have the catalog that you do, in terms of like work ethic and experience and the stuff that you've been through, you're gonna reach legendary status by the time you're still like a Lethal B, for example. Lethal B won the Legacy Award at the Rated Awards last year, and he's still like in his 30s. He's live and kicking. He's probably got super. No, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, he's super live and kicking. He's not on his way out.
Yeah.
But if you're there, you're there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
You're live and kicking, yo.
yeah, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, right? What kind of things have you got coming for us in the future?
I got my album coming, Brixton, headline shows, Hopefully tour by the end of the year. Couple festivals this year coming up, and just more music, more bangers. I'm just gonna keep working, man.
Bubba, what I've got to ask you, I know, because the thing is I need to ask you some things, right?
Yeah.
These are the things. First and foremost, I saw you tweet the other day. So Link Up had retweeted one of your tracks.
Yeah.
And you said, why don't you put it on your page like you do with the other artists?
Yeah.
Do you feel like there is that you're underplayed because of politics?
Yeah, defo. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I've offended your rapper friends or whoever these people are or what's happened in the past, but I feel like some people just don't. They might even like my music or my video or whatever, but they won't support it because of their friends or because of, like, I don't know why they don't support me, but I know something's going on that's funny, innit? Like,
Posty, did you post Sneakbo's videos on your page?
We post everyone's
no,
videos.
Posty support,
Okay.
Posty support still.
So I think in general, like you said earlier, it's like people aren't kind of recognizing, because I didn't realize how big your catalogue was myself.
Yeah.
And you know I listened to your tracks. Man's out here, especially the Bashment ones. Man's got, that's it, I was sold. You know I'm a yard girl. That's not a Jamaican.
100.
I
got a Bashment song on Brixton still.
Yeah, this is the thing that's going off. And you've been doing it. I mean, the OG Niki song, I was sold because of that. Can we talk about the fact that you came out, you did Men in Black in the video, man came, Will Smith, got a suit on and everything, man's get up.
That's the first time I've wore a suit, and I've never wore a suit since then.
Hilarious.
Why-
Hilarious.
mad.
Hilarious.
Why did you do that song, OG Niki? Because I think OG Niki, this is the girl that there was controversy around it, right?
Yeah.
Carl,
What made you do that song?
OG Niki was very sick, by the way.
She was very
yeah,
sick.
no, she
And
was
is still
hard.
very sick.
She's still sick now. Yeah. I see her little freestyle she does.
Who's OG Niki? The one with the controversy around her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's sick.
Basically-
But at the time you did a song with her, there was a madness happening.
Yeah.
Was you friends with her? Was it publicity or did
No,
it happen organically?
Basically, boom. I had a buzzer at that time. She just come out of nowhere. Soon as she's done that freestyle or whatever and got 1 million, I don't know if it was 1 million in a day or a week, but she got 1 million quick, like, and no one was getting them numbers at that time. My managers shouted someone from Birmingham, they're just on it to link, man. So I've gone to link her in the studio. Boom. We're doing the song or whatever, but...
Or whatever. What's the or whatever, Bobo?
Alright, cool. She's like, raw. This is when I thought she's mad. She's like, raw. Now we're like, do ad-libs or something, like some mad noises. She's like, raw, she can't do them unless it's actually happening. So some Birmingham, you went in the booth and she started doing the ad-libs, like the fucked up ad-libs. I'm thinking, nah, this is mad. She was on one, and then from there the track came about.
I'm confused.
Crazy.
I'm confused.
He went in the booth with her. She couldn't do no ad-libs. Like, man was telling her to make some... I don't want to make the funny noises, innit? But...
Them sex noises.
Yeah. Basically that. Cool. She couldn't do it.
It's true
She
story.
said
It's a
she
story.
couldn't do it unless it's real life. And you went in the booth and then boom, she started doing the real life noises.
Okay.
Wow, we were all there.
You know what? We must talk to OG Niki because we're the last Margs interview we did just the other day.
Yeah, we're bringing Niki back.
We're
She's
bringing
the
Niki
hardest
back.
out. Nikki's the hardest
She was
out.
talking about
I tell
it.
everyone, she's Cardi B before Cardi B.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Straight.
I did take to the Twitter today, obviously to let the people know that you was coming. And I asked a few people whether or not they had some questions.
Yeah.
So the public do have some questions. Yeah. Okay, I had one from Tommy Tucker, and he said, what happened to Johnny Guns? Very important question.
Johnny Guns just jumps gang, man. He rolls with everyone.
Okay, right.
Johnny
so
Guns ain't the man, them.
Right, there you go. So that was that. Did you know the answer to that now? I'm not going to go through all of them. Posty's giving me a hella look. But Sneakbo, one thing that did come up, I'm going to actually find who was responsible for this tweet because this is not coming from me. Yeah?
All right, while Shams is looking for that next question from the audience on Twitter, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. If you're not, you're late. What's been your proudest moment so far? Then it could be like a track. I saw you got a plaque the other day.
Yeah.
What's your proudest thing so far? Because You've obviously achieved a lot. Some has been recognised, some haven't.
My proudest moments is like...
It might even be a personal thing, to be honest.
It's just changing my life, man. Music changing my life, and like everything that's happened in music, like performing at Wireless, Wembley Arena, whatever, like doing a track with gigs, doing like charting, all them things are proud moments, but like just being happy, changing my life, knowing I don't have to like knowing I don't have to sell drugs or nothing and all of that, yeah, like that's the good thing.
What's your relationship with Young'un like? Because it seems like you guys have known each other for a while.
Yeah, Young'un, that's my bro. Like, out of all these rappers I've met, Young'un is like one of the realest. And when I mean one of the realest, I don't mean in no gangster way. I mean like just being real. Like, he's not on this fake stuff and acting fake. And if there's a problem, he'll let man know what the problem is. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, he's just always kept it real. And people, like, I've seen people move funny with Young'un and he still supports them. Like, and yeah, big up Young'un. He's a real youth.
Check out the Young'un interview as well.
Trust me.
Sorry, I keep plugging the interview.
Okay, so here we have Ramsey Sports said, who is the biggest influence from the UK music? We've already asked that. And then we had one here, which is a bit of a sensitive one. Okay. And I did see, obviously, on YouTube, there was some stuff going around, but this one is from M1 FTP.
Yeah.
He said, will you ask about the snitching allegations?
Yeah.
So we did have a video that was going around saying...
Yeah, no, 100. I was ready for that one. Basically, cool. When I was... That older track is about the youth that was saying that thing, innit?
Okay.
And obviously, he's like some neek from my end that just used to hold things. Boom. I beat his girlfriend. He went on the internet talking rubbish. From there, when he's talking rubbish, like, I've gone to his house because we're from the same area, you feel me? So I've gone to his house. Boom, my man's saying the snitching thing. They're talking like they're on stuff. I've come outside his house, not coming out of the house. I've left now. I ain't even done nothing outside his house. I've left. 5 minutes, I'm getting arrested, saying I had a firearm or something outside someone's house. Boom, boom, boom. I'm in jail for like a week. I'm in jail for a week because the police have actually checked the cameras and seen that, raw, I'm not involved in none of that. Boom, boom, boom. So cool, these people are saying I'm snitching, but they're the ones snitching on me, making me go jail. I'm bigger than them, so I'm not going on the internet, even talking about nothing. So this is what's made the rumour get bigger, because every time I'm just popping up on them, they're just dissing me on the internet, you feel me? And yeah, that always came from a girl. And you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, like I said, I know what I could do if I wanted to do what I needed to do. But I've chose to go down the positive road and kill them with success. And the funny thing is, the boy's name's 5 Star. One of them's name's Belzy. Belzy is on my newest track called Fuck It. And I don't even like him. I put him on my newest track because, he called me a snitch, innit? And I ain't gonna go do him dirty because I know where I'm gonna end up if I go do him. So I put him on the track just to show people, like, this is who's calling me a snitch, but now you're rolling with me, and you know, like that. So I weren't really a snitch. You lot just thought at the time that, people are gonna call Bo a snitch, he's gonna fuck up, like, his career's done, and that's what, they were my friends, you know. That's what they wanted at the time, but...
Well, it's nice to see that everyone's moved past that, and that you were, because it's quite a grown move to actually allow someone to be on a track.
No. But after this interview, after he sees this one, he can't come around me. I just wanted to show him, like, cool. You called me a snitch, but you're rolling with me. And boom, yeah, that's why I made that track. But when I perform it, you won't be seeing him performing with me.
Oh shit! All right.
I'm sorry. It's not for the radio, mate.
It's not for the radio.
They had to go out with a bang, you know, like that.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's
yeah,
true.
watch out for them sidemen, them haters, fam. That will try to bring you down, and boom, like that is what fucked me up. Because other than that, my career's been going good. No one's ever seen me on the road, robbed me, did nothing to me. No one, even since man called me a snitch, no one's done nothing to me. I'm still in Brixton. I'm in Brixton like every day, like, and yeah, they just wanted to bring me down. And the internet is powerful, and that's what happened.
So on a lighter note, what I need to talk to you about is we're back on the bashment theme. We're back on the, the OG Niki vibe. We're on your popcorn, all of this. Yeah. You're talking about some real stuff on there. You seem really confident when it comes to the Anaconda play.
Yeah.
What has made you become so confident? Because there's bare dagger, dagger, this dagger. You was like 12 singing about dagger, dagger.
Yeah.
You've moved on to talk about Anaconda. You're then on the track with OG Niki making sex song noises. And then there's loads of other stuff that has followed.
Yeah. The maid in Nigeria set him off.
Bobo, talk to me.
I don't know. I just feel like if the girls just love me after that, so you just come from that. I just know that I got the juice, like that.
Okay, he's got the juice, girls. He's not running low. So, speaking of that, like, what's your approach when you're approaching a lady in the dance? Like, are you a go behind the, the yardie, they do this little crab up thing, they do a little slump thing. Yeah. Do you do that behind them? Do you talk to them? Do you DM? What's your approach?
So I do everything. DM, pull up on them, park up, jump out, in the club, behind, front, whatever side, everywhere, anything.
Everywhere. Okay, all right
just
then.
Depends.
So, ladies, if Sneakbo is in the dance, just know he could pop up anywhere.
Anywhere.
I could just end up crabbing up on your forehead and you won't even know about it.
Do you think UK MCs take subliminals a bit too personal, more than like US? Because I think like in US, it's always been said that Jay-Z's talking about this person, Pusha T's talking about this person, Meek Mill's talking about this person, and sometimes it does spill over. But in the UK, it feels like everybody's got carrying feelings about one and two, kind of lyrics. You think people are too?
If it's from people I know, like if I know them and man's just saying funny things, then I take it personal. But if it's other rappers, I don't really care about that.
But with artists, is it sometimes a case of like getting paranoid?
No, I'm paranoid as well, because I'm paranoid. I could tell you, I thought Posty didn't like me at one point, because like I see certain people on GRM Daily so much. I'm just paranoid like that, and
But
that's what it does to you, though, innit? That's what. If you think about music, that's what music does to you. They say like it does make you paranoid.
But that's where I'm heading with the question. If you don't want to let me have a minute,
sorry.
Is you see when those kind of occurrences happen, and then there's kind of an outburst, because obviously we're human, we're all human, and you have an outburst. Is there any like, should I really have done that? Was it really for me about the situations?
No, with me, I don't regret nothing. It is what it is. That's why I don't delete no tweets, no nothing. Cause once I say it, and I meant that, like I meant whatever I've said, like, and I don't go back on it. And it's either we solve it or it is what it is. But there's no deleting tweets, there's no regretting, there's no nothing.
Okay.
On a positive note, you just made a big check with FIFA.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
No, it feels good, man. I've been playing FIFA from young. Come on.
Obviously, if you don't know, Active made FIFA 2018.
I can't deal with FIFA, bro. I'm addicted to FIFA right now. 5 o'clock in the morning and things like.
So you're always on it.
Oh, bro.
What, online?
Over Christmas, I bought it online, and I just I'm addicted to it, bro.
So what's that call like when FIFA call you? Because obviously I know how a record label calls or like if you're dealing with a brand, obviously FIFA's a brand. So dealing with a brand. So how did that come about? Did they reach out to you, or did you like submit the music for consideration?
No, basically I got a distribution deal for my next album coming, and boom. The Orchard have emailed me talking about FIFA wanna put a song from my album onto FIFA. So from there, I was just like, raw. the next track I'm going with is the gig song, and it's like I know this is a big thing. So if it's on FIFA, boom, it's gonna be mad. So yeah, I just went with that track and boom. From there, EA Sports.
So a bit more about Brixton, because Brixton's coming out, and that's probably, you know, a real driving force for finally getting you down here in the building. Yeah. What brought about the album? Because it is much anticipated. You've had a huge catalogue of work, and now we're finally getting an album.
And it's a big name as well for you to call your CD Brixton. This must mean that this must be like one of your best bodies of work, because you wouldn't waste a title like that.
Yeah, no, it definitely is one of my best bodies of work, but... What was the question?
How did it come about? Like what? Because I've been seeing you've almost been threatening Brixton is coming. Yeah. I feel like that's the tone of your Brixton is coming. Yeah. Before the pre-order stage, you was letting people know it's coming. You're going to get some real rap, basically, is what I feel like you were saying. Yeah,
you know what it is? Basically, I feel like, because I was just doing what I felt like was right to do, I feel like Brixton is just me being me now, and me being Bowen. I call it Brixton because that's where I started. That's what made me. What I've been through in life is what made me who I am, and everything I went through was mainly in Brixton. I didn't, when I was younger, till a certain age is when I started going North London, West London, wherever. Other than that, I was just in Brixton. People used to...
That's all South Londoners though, man.
Clapham was far to me. Now Clapham's like 10 minutes to me now. But where I remember being young, like 16, and Clapham is like I'm going far from. And yeah, like, so, boom, I just call it Brixton because that's where I learned everything I know now, innit?
I think that's a really important tale, because, you know, being able to say that you're such a... You're I guess you're a thoroughbred in terms of Brixton, and then you're actually saying, okay, look, there is stuff outside of this place, this borough, this small town, especially the ones who are only in Brixton. That actually there is a big world out there. And seeing you on jet skis, you look like you was having a whale of a time.
I love it when I fly out. 'Cause even when I go through Brixton now, and I see like 20 youths on push bikes, it don't look normal to me no more. Like, it looks like, raw, these youths don't even know, like, what they're doing. But I'm thinking that was me, like, and I actually thought this is my life. Like, I didn't know nothing else when I was that age. But when I look at them now, it's mad, because it's like, they don't know, they don't have a clue what they could be doing, but they're riding up and down, just doing the maddest things. And yeah, that's why even me, like, throughout my whole career, I just always go back to Brixton, and I try, like, advise my brethren, try and jump on tracks with them. I always jump on tracks, even though they're not big. I always jump on tracks with anyone from Brixton, and just...
Do you see that with you? You're not like, okay, you're not going to do this because you're not the next. You're not the up and coming, which is really nice. It's really authentic. And do you know how many countries you've been to now? Do you know how many trips you've taken, rather?
No.
In total, because you be flying out
for like 8 years now. I've been,
but you've stayed booked. That's one thing with you. Regardless of everything, you have stayed booked. If you watch Sneakbo's Snapchats or his what's good, you're like, where is this guy now in the world?
Always doing something.
You got club rhythms though.
That's no, but it's definitely, you should definitely tip yourself on the hat for, like, you know, I feel like nobody your age, from your background, from so early on. Actually, no, there's a couple, but you're one of those instrumental foundations of your generation, and you've been able to sustain 10 years in the business clean. Like, that's hard work. I know everybody here knows how it is to run your own business, and when you're an artist, you're essentially running your own business. So, I mean, and we've always, like, been big communicators, or like da-da-da-da-da, or like da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? But you've done it on your own as well, so definitely congrats on that, bro.
Oh, bless, bro.
I remember first seeing you, like, a group of DJs at One Extra, and it was a bit of a race to see who could get Sneakbo on the station first, and because we hadn't seen numbers like that in a long time. And I was so confident, bro. I was like, yeah, bro, South London, I'll get in contact with him. But Semtex beat me, man. But Semtex is the plug anyway. You know what I mean? He's always early. I remember Semtex, and it was almost like, when that happens, like, Semtex is your DJ. So big up Semtex on that one. Big up yourself from early.
Therefore, so we definitely look forward to the new release.
March the 2nd, man.
March the 2nd, yeah? Obviously, Apple,
Yeah,
I say
Apple,
Apple, Spotify, all the regular joints, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing that project.
Are we going to get a show?
No, defo.
We want a show.
Yeah, no, defo. You're gonna get a show.
I'm going to be skinning out to the Bashment songs, local. You don't want me
Hopefully,
to...
in March there should be a Brixton show, Brixton headline show.
Have you
Not
done
in
a show in
Brixton.
Brixton?
Get Shams in the video.
No.
No, I'm not going to be in the video.
Yeah, hopefully next year when I just build up my thing again, I get to do Brixton. But right now I'm just working on. I'm basically starting again, but not starting again. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we look forward to it.
All right.
100, man.
Mr. Jet Ski
Come on,
Wave,
come on,
Sneakbo,
not for
Brixton out the 2nd of March. Make sure you cop that.
No problem.
Thank you for coming down, Bobo, and thank you for being
Why do you
honest.
keep calling him Bobo?
I always call him Bobo. Sneakbo.
Posty's getting jealous.
Sorry, Post. Well, Sneakbo, thank you for coming down.
No problem.
It's always really honest to have some real transparency in the building. That's what Not For the Radio is about. And we didn't think we was going to get you for a little while because, you know, you just see you flying around the gaff. I was like, I don't know if I should hit him right now because he seems like he's in between countries. But yeah, you've been really honest and it's been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
Trust me. Make sure you subscribe now. Watch all the videos.
NFTR.
#NFTR.